Kia ora, it's Dave from Outdoorsman Dave. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, this don't look too outdoorsy, but the weather at the moment, or the wind, is crazy at the moment here, and that's going to play havoc with my mic. So it's forced Outdoorsman Dave to go indoors. Last weekend, which was Her Majesty's the Queen's birthday, I took two of my mates and we went into the mighty Kaweka Ranges. I knew it was going to be raining on the first day. We were going up to elevations of around about 1500 meters. I knew there was going to be snow, so it was going to be cold. And weather conditions in New Zealand, particularly at this time of the year in winter, it can get very, very unpredictable. So it's important to pack the right gear. But that said, some of our days meant elevation climbing within a very quick period of time of 2 hours of 750 meters. So it's kind of important not to carry more gear than you need to, and that's what this video is about. A 3-day tramp preparation, what gear to take, what gear not to take. This part one's probably going to be just about what gear not to take, so I'm going to review that. Currently carrying around about 3 kgs of camera gear. I think in pounds that represents around about 2.2 pounds. I've decided not to take my tough camera, so that's the first thing to go. 2 sets of eating utensils, a titanium fork, which is absolutely fantastic. That ain't coming with me again. The camera that I'm videoing on, I take a protective case, so that doesn't need to come again either. Historically like to have 2 headlamps with me just in case one fails. I do have a lantern which is for the huts, but it also can be used as a backup. So I really don't need a second headlamp. I don't need to take that on the possibility that my head torch is going to break. So that can go. A bit of videoing. I do like to have light source. To be honest, this light source is incredible. I find that I didn't use that because when I needed lighting conditions for videoing, I could use my lantern. So that's going. And that's my map cover. Hey, it's not very heavy, it's only about 160 grams, but I now put my map in a Ziploc bag, which is only about 5 grams or something ridiculous. So, goodbye map cover. Now, because we were staying in 4 bunker huts, there was a possibility that we would get there and they were going to be full. That said, one of the items that are wavering as to whether or not I'm going to keep with me is my air mattress, a fantastic little air mattress. This is coming in from Kiwi Camping, but I will keep that in the case that I'm either forced to sleep on the floor of a hut or have to bivvy out on the ground. My Bushcraft tent. This comes in at around about 2.1 kgs. It's a brilliant tent, but when there's huts around, you know what? That's just a whole lot of weight that I was carrying up and down 750 meters that I didn't need to. And of course, along with that is this amazing Luxe outdoor footprint. Incredibly light, but if I don't have a tent, I have no need for that. What clothing did I take that I didn't use? Don't forget I've got a whole lot of other gear that you won't be seeing here that I did take. So I didn't find that I used my merino shirt. Because I knew it was going to be snowing, I actually took 3 long sleeve merino shirts because I can always layer up. I have a pair of shorts and zip off longs which can go into shorts, which I use for the hut. But because I thought it might have been raining, I sort of took some extra pants, but I found that I didn't need to use those. I've lately been tramping in 2 pairs of socks, a light pair and an outer, and since I've been tramping with an inner sock and a thicker outer sock, I haven't been receiving blisters, but I didn't need those ones. And these quick dry undies, the quick dry are fantastic, but you know what? Don't get the briefs, guys, because they ride up your date, and you're best just to get the boxes. I didn't find that I even needed to take this. If it got too cold, I could just pull the hood over of my storm jacket. That's the gear that I didn't take. That actually represents around about 4 kgs. It's 9 pounds of weight that I am not going to be taking on my next hike. So some of the things that are up for review though, the jury's not out in terms of whether or not I will continue to use it. and that's my trowel. Certainly the trowel is handy when it comes to clearing a tent site, but of course if I'm not going tenting, the question would be whether or not I would take the trowel. And with the new technology today, I could just simply load topo maps on my cell phone, so it is in question as to whether or not my Garmin navigator will continue to come with me. My gimbal, so that's a Smooth Q, an amazing device designed to hold a cell phone. So this has been quite an economical way of videoing, around about 700 grams. And I'm really getting excited by the DJI Action Osmo. That puppy is only something like about 158 grams because it has its own stability. I won't need the gimbal and I won't need to be carrying a cell phone. And of course I already do carry a cell phone for calling and for emergencies. So I think in the future my video system is going to be upgraded. I'm going to do another video that will be based on the gear that I did take for the 3-day tramp in those type of weather conditions. So please click like, subscribe, and I look forward to catching you again real soon. Thank you.